So, no, it's dark. There's Jupiter. There's the moon. I'm trying to fix the collimation of the telescope. On the very front, right here, you have these 3 screws that are typically hidden. You just rotate this and it covers these up. So these are typically hidden. There's a secondary mirror back there. And what you do is you counterclockwise or clockwise each of these screws in order to align the mirror, the secondary mirror, to the primary mirror in the back there. And let me turn the flash back off. You're gonna see I have a Betelgeuse down here, and you can see it's completely out of focus. And what I did is I completely zoomed or unfocused it so that I get this black circle at the front, and that black circle is actually the primary mirror, or the secondary mirror, at the front of the telescope. That's the unfocus is spreading all the light out. And so what I need to do in order to align the secondary mirror with the primary mirror is make that black circle try to line up in the center of the unfocused orange that you see. And when you get it in the center, that means that you have the proper focus of the 2 mirrors together, the proper alignment of the mirrors. I'll show you what this looks like once I have it done. A couple minutes later, I had to go, I have a stool there so I can get up, and then I'm looking in this part right here. So, if you have 2 people, you can just kind of unscrew and have the other person tell you if it's good or not. When you're by yourself, you gotta go back and forth. So, to me, this right here, let's see if I can find it. There it is. To me, that looks pretty good. Not perfect, but closer, much closer than when I started, where that black circle was actually up in the third quadrant, or the top, was that the second quadrant, the top left area. So I'm going to refocus, see what kind of focus I can get on Jupiter, and then the final test will be the moon, because if the moon is out of focus, you won't be able to make it stay in focus very long. You'll hit the focus and then it just immediately goes away. So that's like the final test. So I'm going to refocus this. I'm turning the focus knob underneath the eyepiece right now. I'm gonna move the phone, get my eye up there since I'm using my glasses. Turn on the flash here. Oh, there we go. Hi. So I'm just doing this for dramatic effect. Right there, to me, seems to be the best focused. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to back, solar system, Jupiter. And my hope is I can see the stripes here in a second. So the phone is gonna exaggerate the heck out of this. Whoops. It's not gonna be great in the phone. You're not gonna see the stripes because it's just way too bright. That's Jupiter. The dot that's up and to the right, that's not a moon, that's just a star in the background. So that's Jupiter. So now we're gonna go to the moon. Actually, let's go Saturn first, because that's gonna be the biggest test of how correct this is. I have it charging because I haven't used it in days, weeks almost. Let's see if this is where it should be. Look at that, there's Saturn. And let's see if we can get Saturn into perfect focus. There it is. And tighten in there too. There it is. Alright, final test. Actually, once I finish this video, I'm going to put on the bigger eyepiece and see if it stays in focus up close. Alright, and see if the phone wants it. Cool. There we go. There's the moon. Awesome. All right. Make a few tweaks, get this properly aligned perfectly, see what the magnification version looks like on Saturn, see if it's crystal clear like it should be, and then I will be finished setting up the telescope. That's the moon coming out of the eyepiece right there. Is how bright that is. Cool. This is hands down the coldest I've been the entirety of 2025 here in Pennsylvania, December, but got the telescope set up. It's not cloudy tonight, and the moon is nice and high up there. Jupiter is kind of right behind me. Saturn already went down behind the trees over here. Orion is right there. Sirius is rising, but it's cold, which means it's great for stargazing.